All right, so we're going to be looking at my Robinhood challenge where I've been adding about $5 every single week into each of my stocks that I have with Robinhood. I do currently have fractional shares available, so that allows me to actually go through and just do $5 for each of these stocks. Now, I'm not perfect at this, so do apologize if it doesn't seem like it's always exact, but what we're going to do is go through and see how all of my companies are doing in each category. Now, there's one company that had a massive growth just before I started recording this, so pretty excited to share that with you. But keep in mind that these are just companies I'm kind of just testing out with. This money is honestly just fun money at this point for me, so just something to keep in mind when looking at them. So here we are on the Robinhood dashboard. You can see currently my account is sitting at $968.87. It's fluctuating a little bit as I'm doing this even during aftermarket right now. So currently I am down, you can see here for today, about 0.77%, which is about $7.67. For the week, I'm down about 3.44%, which is $34. And then for the month, because we've been doing this for about a month now, we're actually up 0.72% and about $6.90. So let's take a look at each company and how they're all doing. Some of these companies I had prior to this little challenge. Other ones I've started as the challenge got started. So we'll kind of go over each one here. So first is going to be, as you can see here, the Virgin Galactic Holdings, which ticker number is SPCE. Right now, you can see that they are technically down for me. My average cost is $18.76. I have about 8.566 shares in this company. So with the stock price being where it's at, I'm actually down $22.25, which is about 13.85%. But I still plan on holding them a little bit longer. I do enjoy space and kind of excited to see where this company goes long term. So next up is going to be right over here. We're going to have Adobe. So Adobe is currently at $4.86 per share. I currently have about 958 shares in the company. I'm actually up currently for my total returns of $1.64, which is about 3.72%. So not too shabby with them. Again, I'm just doing about like $5 every single week when I can. And then let's see who we have next. So next up is going to be Beyond Meat. So for Beyond Meat, right now I have a total of 0.346 shares in the company. My total returns is actually 772, which is about 17%. So this one is doing pretty good for me. Sometimes I wish that I could have invested more, but I mean, isn't that always the case, right? Where we just wish we could have invested more. But doing this challenge is kind of fun. That way I can kind of see how my money's working for me with some of these companies. But next up is going to be the big one. And this is with Carvana. So Carvana, I have 0.244 shares, and I'm actually up $10.69, which is 23%. But if you look, the total returns from this day that I'm recording it, I'm up 13.21, which means I was in the negative before this day when it came to my total returns, which is 31% growth in one single day. That is insane. So you can see here, just bloop, right over there. And again, just one of those things where if I knew, obviously, I would have invested a lot more. But I was glad that I had something in here with Carvana to be able to at least get this kind of growth. Whether I hold it longer, I don't know. I had to make that decision because that's a lot of growth in a single day. And so sometimes if something like that happens, I tend to sell, get my gains, and then, or hedge my bets, I should say, and then that way, if it goes down, I can buy back in. So next up here is going to be PayPal. So with PayPal, I have 0.230 shares. Total return so far is actually down $1.78, which is about almost 4% in total. So not too bad. They're not doing as well as I was kind of expecting them. You can see here over the last little while, they've actually been going down. So we'll see how it goes long term. I still think they have a lot of opportunities, especially with everything that's going on. Next up here is going to be Twilio. So for Twilio, I have 0.178 shares currently, and my total return is negative $2.89. So I'm down about almost 6.5% on this stock here. And then next up, of course, we got Tesla here. So for Tesla, I have almost a full share. So I got 0.94 shares. Total return is $174.86, which is about 85%. Right now they're doing their Battery Day event, and right now it's actually still down quite a bit, even with Battery Day. So a little surprising, especially with announcing some stuff and how they've been doing. But overall, I'm still long on Tesla on this front, so no worries at that point. So those are all the companies that I'm adding a little bit of money every week. I do have one other company that I'm holding just for the dividends, and I use that to reinvest into everything else. I am also looking at possibly, where's this at? Getting into another company here to add to this list, and that is with Lemonade. Kind of curious to see if this is a company I want to invest in. I think I might have mentioned this before, so I could have sworn I was going to put the $5 in this week with everything else, but I might just do it beginning of next week. So I might be investing into Lemonade. I've been looking at some of their stuff and like what they're doing, and I'm kind of curious to see if this might be an opportunity. They just became an IPO recently. Yeah, July 2nd. So I normally don't do that because it's a lot of risk, but honestly, sometimes risk is a little bit of fun, especially if it's not my main investing, like my M1 finance stuff. So this stuff is kind of, if I somehow lose this all, which hopefully wouldn't be the case, I will still be okay because it's only $5 a week for all of these for the most part, and moving forward, about $1,000 in this account overall too. So if you guys have any recommendations on other companies I should look at for possible growth, again, I'm just doing like $5 a week and seeing how that all works out. Of course, you guys can let me know in the comments down below which companies I can possibly look at to maybe add to this, or maybe if I should steer clear of any of these companies that I currently have in my portfolio as well. Now, if you want to support the channel, I'm going to have a link down below. You guys can check out, if you have student loans, refinance them to lower those interest rates and save that money to invest more into the market or anything else you want to do. Now, the cool thing is that link does help support out the channel, but it does give you a nice little bonus if you end up going through that refinance process, which, by the way, is entirely free. So all it costs you is a little bit of time and then saves you a lot of money. Now, if you actually want to check out and see how my M1 finance portfolio is doing, which is, by the way, the long-term investing, check out my video right over here. My name is Dennis, and I will see you in that next video.